talk about executive dysfunctioning when you are neurodivergent. This is when you do not have enough dopamine to do the things that you need to do, like your chores or, working on projects or homework or, whatever tasks that you got going on. So I was having a conversation with my son the other day because he is also neurodivergent, and his room is very disorganized a lot of times. And that used to be me as well. Like, I would just throw things everywhere, but that's really not good for your mental health. Like, if you have a chaotic external environment, it's going to create a chaotic internal environment. And so I have been having conversations with him over and over and over again of, hey man, can we just organize this a little bit? And he was like, what's the point? It's not dirty. Because it's not dirty, it's just cluttered. And I said, well, we need to take more pride in our space. And if we don't stay on top of things and do it a little by little, then it becomes like a really big problem. And instead of kind of just nagging at him, because it's not even nagging, I don't even like calling it that. It's like, hey, you need to do this. I was like, hey, let's do it together. Like, I'm going to come in here because I get it. I didn't want to do that when I was a kid either, right? And it's easier and more fun with each other. And so I came in there, and after we did it together, I was like, okay, I want you to see how it only took 10 minutes for us to do that. I understand that sometimes it's very difficult to motivate yourself to do these things. However, if you just get up and start and say, I'm only going to do this for 10 minutes, you get this momentum going, and then you keep going. Like, even if it had taken us longer than 10 minutes, like, once you're up and moving, it's so much easier. But you kind of compromise with your brain, because some people with ADHD have what's known as time blindness, and your brain thinks the task is going to take way longer than it's going to, or it just, you can't get an accurate read. And so that's what contributes to the executive dysfunctioning. So I always just tell myself, we're just going to do it for 10 minutes. I have a porch that I have not cleaned off in a long time, and a lot of that has to do also with emotional things, because it has a lot of my grandparents' things out there, and those are the people that raised me. And so it's just a bit of a thing. But I told myself, hey, just 10 minutes. And then I ended up doing 30 minutes worth of cleaning out there. And then yesterday, I did not want to go on a walk. I was so tired, but I knew that being out in the sun was going to give me life. And so I said, you know what? I'm going to go for at least 10 minutes. And then I went and I ended up walking for an entire hour. And it was great. And I got my exercise in, and I felt like my vibration raise. But that's something I have continuously told myself about things that I do not want to do, or I simply do not have the dopamine for. We're just going to do it for 10 minutes. And sometimes you need a segue activity. Like, a lot of us are trying to jump into washing the dishes or doing the laundry, and we just don't have it within us. We'll do something fun first, like something that fuels your soul, or makes you laugh, or just, raises your spirits, because then you will have enough dopamine to go do the activity.